Finish off on Jota first. Let me
Mhm.
hit you with a few of these comments, Keith. Paul here saying, considering what we paid for Kyogo and what we sold him for, pretty much getting Jota for free, which is incredible business. Kieran Conley, so glad he's back. One of the best players I've seen for us in all my lifetime. He loves the club, the fans, and he's a perfect Celtic player and entertainer. This one, though, coming in, obviously, in the striker, John Watt saying Celtic needs a striker. Ida and Maeda are not the quality to start on a regular basis up front. And weirdly, praise for the Celtic board, which is rare. Celtic board seem to be learning from the mistakes they made in Brendan's first spell. And there's just this one as well. Sorry, the comments are coming in too fast for me to keep up with, Keith. This was not often said, but well done, Mr. Lawwell.
Can't argue, can you?
No.
I mean, it's a really, really, really superbly run football club. And the thing is that what people need to understand is, because it's always, they're squirreling money, they're not spending. This Celtic board realise that, it's not all about the bottom line. It's not all about what's sitting in the bank account. They realise that they have to put they have to get the product right on the pitch. And they're showing their ambition in the deals that they're doing here. They're giving Brendan Rodgers an incredibly talented squad that he's managing to build together there. But it's been done because Celtic are so well run. Financially, they're capable of doing these deals. And, they've taken advantage of a situation with these two players in particular. There's an emotional lure, a pull that's, it's a gravitational pull that's bringing them back. Is just exceptional bit of business. It really is. Yes, the loss of Kyogo will be a sore one for Celtic supporters. But I tell you what, you would never have envisaged the situation where Kyogo was sold in January and Celtic fans are happier at the end of the window than they were at the start of it, because that's the situation that Celtic are engineering here. It's really clever stuff, as I said.
Some more comments coming in on it. This one from Dan, which is a fair point. You forget that Celtic gave 8 million in the 25 to Benfica. I mean, even so, the profit is still huge. This one, Jota's one big move, and will likely make a second profit on him in 2 or 3 years, as you said. Keith,
That's probably
he's
very
only 25.
true.
He's only 25. But are you a wee bit surprised by Jota's decision to come back? I mean, I imagine he could have made a lot of money elsewhere. Still, as we say, still very young.
Still going, but is he happy?
Aye, that's it.
Millions in the bank. Well, he's went away. Look, I was pretty surprised that he went to Saudi Arabia in the first place. A young guy, full career in front of him. I think he's realised that was a bit of a howler. He shouldn't have done it. And he's managed to get back to Celtic, and he can kickstart again and pick up from where he left off. So that's a good move. It's a good move for him. He enjoyed himself. He was revered by the supporters. You're about to realise that relationship, the bond, is still there. They'll be desperate to see him back out in a Celtic shirt again. I just think it makes real sense, and it's possibly an admission that maybe he shouldn't have been in a rush to leave in the first place, particularly to Saudi Arabia. I think if Jota hits top form, as you would expect him to, if he rediscovers the sort of form he had first time round, you're right, the English Premier League will be looking. And that's probably where his next step should have been. I think he's made a backward step, a mistake. He obviously regrets it. But he's back where he feels loved. And he will be loved for as long as he stays. Long contract. Not sure that he'll see it out. I think, that might be correct. It might be 2-3 seasons. And then, he can look at the next step. But the next step won't be a retrograde step. It will be, to a proper football country and a proper league, you would imagine.